and now here's my follow-up. I am not super hopeful that it's good news, but who knows? I'm also not gonna jump to too many conclusions until I hear what she has to say. So I just got back from my 3-month post-op appointment, and it was with the physician's assistant, the PA Jamie. I went in, actually took Sydney with me because just timing, and just didn't think I was gonna get any bad news. I've been having pain, but it's manageable pain. It's okay. And this whole time, my PTs and my and every time I've seen Dr. Lawyer, she said, "Oh yeah, you know, we did a lot in your knee. You know, you're gonna be in pain for a while. We did a lot. And that's like what I've heard the whole time. And so that's what I've just continued thinking is, yeah, we did a lot to my knee. Like 3 months post-op, we're still gonna have pain. It's gonna be fine." But Jamie was like, "Oh, wait, you're still having pain?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, it hasn't really gotten any better since about 6 weeks. Like I've gotten more range of motion on my knee. I'm pretty much back to 100% range of motion on that knee, but not any better pain wise." And she's like, oh, okay. So are we doing any, because Dr. Laura told me we were going to do an x-ray. And so I was like, are we going to do an x-ray? And she's like, oh, well, we weren't, but because you're having pain, yeah, let's do an x-ray. And x-rays don't really show anything because it's soft tissue and it's really hard to see. If you can't tell if the bone's incorporated, like the donor plug has incorporated or not. So, but let's do an x-ray. So we did an x-ray, and then she came back in after talking with Dr. Lawyer, and she's like, well, just like we said, like you can't really see something in an x-ray, but we really feel like we should get an MRI just to double check on, oh no, she didn't say just to double check on things. She was like, we should get an MRI. And that made me worry. And I was like, oh, just in case. And she's like, well, you're still having pain, and you need to see how it's doing. And so then my mind has now gone a million miles a minute and Googling everything and looking at people's personal stories on this and what has happened and everything. This surgery has like a pretty much almost 90% success rate even at 10 years. And so it would be just my luck to be part of that, small percentage. Like that's at 10 years, this is at 3 months, but part of that small percentage that's not working out for. So and I got home and I got on the phone right away to get my MRI scheduled. It's scheduled for Saturday. And I have a post-op in another week on Thursday. So I will figure out from there what's happening. Don't think I'm gonna get a lot of sleep this week, and probably not gonna be the happiest person. But we'll hopefully find some answers and go from there. Okay, so I am here again next week after my 13-week follow-up. I'm here again at Catalyst to see Dr. Lawyer. At my 13-week, there was still pain, so she wanted me to get an MRI on my knee, which we did on Saturday, and now here's my follow-up. I am not super hopeful that it's good news, but who knows? I'm also not gonna jump to too many conclusions until I hear what she has to say. So I think the two options are to have a revision, go back in,
or that I'm just doing a little more than I should and cut back on that. So yeah, like both PTs I see too have kind of like waffled between the two things, like which one it is, and so there's no way of knowing until we get the imaging results and see what that is. So yeah, I haven't had much sleep this last week, just been nervous and just not super excited about whatever this is. Kind of feel numb and not really anything, which hopefully after I get some answers it'll be a lot better, because I don't do well with not having direction. Surprise. Anyway, I will update on the other side.